Good morning, children. Welcome back to our class. Today, I am going to teach you EVS Part 1, Chapter 2. That is the interrelationship between living things. Children, do you see in the pictures? Which type of tree is this? See, which is this tree in the pictures? This tree is called as a banyan tree that you can see in your surrounding. Okay, children. Now move forward. Can you tell? See, plants in our surrounding are useful to us in different ways. The names of some plants are given below. For what purpose do we use their leaves? Betel vine, it is what we can say, this is in pan shop we get. This is raw also we can eat, and this betel vine leaf we keep for the god in puja. Flame of the forest palas, it is also one type of medicinal plant. In this plant, yellow orange type flower it comes. Because of that, the name given flame of the forest. Fenugreek means methi. It is also one type of medicinal plant for us. And Vasaka and Adulsa, the meaning of these is Adulsa is a one type of plant which is useful for relieving cough. Curry leaf plant, this everyone knows, as in our day-to-day life we are using for making dal or vegetables, etc. Okay, children, this betel vine, palas, methi, adulsa and curry leaf plant, these are medicinal plant. Okay, children, now we will move forward. The needs of living things are met in their environment. Whatever the living things need, that everything we are getting from our environment. We have many needs like food, water, air, clothes and shelter. As a human being, we all need this food, water, air, clothes and shelter. All these needs are met in our surrounding. We get from our environment these all things. Okay, children? Now see here house is given. How is the house made up of? Made up of stone, cement, bricks, and afterward on the top of the roof also we are using the whatever the things we are getting from the nature to build this house. As food items whatever kept here, that also we are getting from the nature. Okay, children? And cloth also we are getting from the plants. In fact, food, water and air are the needs of all living things. All living things, whatever there in the nature, for all living things, food, air and water is very important. They all fulfill in the environment. Whatever these all things is important for us, that we get from our environment. But there are difference in the needs of each kind of living things. But children, all the living things needs are very different. For example, the water that a mouse drink in an entire day would not be enough for an elephant even at one time. Children, here the mouse in a whole day, how much water will drink? Only little quantity. As mouse, we can thirst drinking little water, but elephant is a big animal, it needs lots of water. That drinking mouse and elephant drinking water is not same, as my elephant will drink more water and the mouse will drink less water. Okay, children, now we will move toward the next page. Now in your textbook page number 8. Okay, children, think about it. Okay, see, butterflies feed on the nectar of flower. Can a frog do the same? See, butterfly collect from the flowers, collect the nectar. That nectar is a food for the butterfly. Frog do the same things? No, children. Frog, whatever the gutters, worms are there, that frog eats. Frog food is worms. Worms and insect. A sheep eat the leaves of shrubs. Can a tiger do the same? As sheep eats the leaf of the plant or shrubs, everything that sheep eats. Okay, that is sheep food. But a tiger do the same? No, tiger never eat the leaves and shrubs. It eat the animal and afterward human beings. Whatever the things it get alive, he eat. You want fresh meat. Okay, a fish can breathe in water, but a pigeon do that? See, fish need water. Fish need water because fish lives in water, and fish for breathing only fresh air and water is important for the fish. Fish can alive only in water, but pigeon is lives on the where pigeon is lives on open place, like where the human beings are, like in the trees, and sometimes somebody keep as a pet also. Okay, children. Bulrushes grow in water. Can lemon tree do the same? No, as bulrushes is a water aquatic water plant, so it lives in water. But lemon won't the mud on the ground only it grows. Okay, children. Now the next one is, can you tell, if fish leave the water, will they able to alive on land? No, children, because fish can breathe only in water. Only in water fish can breathe. Because of that, for fish water is very important. Now the two experiment is given here. See children, from these two experiment here, what written, take two small boxes. Okay, label them box 1 and box 2. Afterward, fill them 3/4 with the soil. Make the soil moist, little bit water put in that and make the soil moist. And have to sow seeds. Like after that you will sow the seeds in both the pot 1 and pot 2. So 2 sprouted moth or matki seeds in each box. Okay, give 2 spoons of water to the soil of box 1. In box 1 you will give 2 spoons of water in once only every day. Give 4 spoons of water to the other box. 4 times you will put water. Do this for 6 days like this. Okay, then what you will see, the plants in box 1 are growing well, but the plants in box 2 have begin to rot. See children, plants will grow very well because how much water need that plant, that much only you given water. But in the pot 2 pictures, there is given lots of water. Because of lots of water, the mud spoil and the plant get rot. Okay children. What does this tells us? Plants that are not aquatic plants cannot grow in a marshy area. The plants which lives in water, that plant cannot live in a marshy area. If they get more water than they rot. If suppose the plant which lives in aquatic water, aquatic means in water, okay, that plant can live only in water. If that plant you will kept in marshy land, it won't alive. Okay, for this it will take only less water, only more water want for the aquatic plants. And for the marshy area, there only such type of plant will grow which type of plants doesn't need more water according to them. So because of that, how much water need, that much only we have to put in the plant, so the plants will grow nicely. Okay children, any type of living things will be found only where all its needs are fulfilled. So all living things can be found only in that place where all the living things are met by that animals or plants. Okay children, now come to the page number 9. See here, many type of animals, everything's given here. Let us take example of the tiger. A tiger has strips. A tiger lies in wait for its prey among tall grass. Its prey cannot see it in the grass because of the strips. There are animals like the deer, the nilgai and the bison in grassland. When the tiger is hungry, it can feed on them. For a tiger, there also need to be a water hole nearby, which never dries up even in the summer. There must also be hills or mountains in the area so that it can find caves for shelter. A tiger inhabits an area where all these things are available. See children, now we are taking the example of tiger. Tigers have tips on the body. Okay, a tiger, where it wait to find its animal life. Okay, to wait for prey, wait for its prey among tall grasses are there, that the tiger is hiding and sitting to see his prey. Its prey can't see Ate in the grass, because grass also looks like a what the tiger strips, like see how strips are there. Like if suppose the tiger will hide in the grass, no one can find him, the tiger is hiding in the grass. Okay, because of that it hide himself and find the prey. There are animals like deer, nilgai and bison. That animals we can find in grassland. When the tiger is hungry, what happens? It can feed on them. Tiger is hungry, then it start eating them. Okay. For tiger, they also need water. For tiger, where the tiger we can find, for the tiger we can see in the tall grass area, and where the water hole is there. Whenever the tiger wants to drink the water hole should be near. In such a place only he will stay. There must also be hills and mountains in the area where the hills and mountains are there, and water holes also there, and near tall grasslands are there. In that place only tiger built caves and he started living in that. Okay, because tiger, whatever the things the tiger need, like caves, mountains and tall grasses, and here for making caves in the mountains and mountain and near the area where hills are there, there only he can make caves and he can stay in that place. Okay children, so tiger, all animals, like wherever the everything getting for his nature, whatever they need they get that in that place only they will stay. Now the next, can you see where does a tiger live? Here written, tiger lives in a caves. Now can you tell from where do we get silk? We get silk from silkworm. Okay, from the silkworm we get silk. Now next question is, how are trees useful for monkey? Trees are very useful for monkey, as monkeys are swaying from one tree to another. From the trees we get the and monkey get the fruits, and afterward whatever the needs, monkey can stay there for hiding from the enemies. The monkey is very happy living in the trees, so because of that tree is very useful. The trees give shade for house for themselves, like protect themselves from the enemy. How are trees useful for the birds? For birds also tree is very useful, as trees providing food for themselves, and nest also they can build and they can stay in the nest. Okay children, now next, what happens if termites make a tree hollow? If termites make a tree hollow, then see what will happen. Insect will started eating the tree's wood, and afterward the trees will become very weak and it will die. Okay children, now next, we keep animals in order to satisfy some of our needs. They become dear to us. We look after them well. We feed them. We take them to a vet if they fall ill. These big animals to return our affection. Children, whenever we keep animals, why we are keeping animals? To satisfy our needs. They become dear to us. Whenever we are keeping pet at home, no, we love the pet, okay, and they also dear to us. We look after them, we feed them, we take them to a vet, we take them to the hospital when the pet animals suffer ill. Okay, these animals to return our affection, because even if you love the animals, the animal will also start loving you. Okay children, now see the next, do you know? Now, before do you know, you see this paragraph. We get milk, meat, eggs and several other things from animals. Some animals are useful for carrying burdens or drawing carts. Domestic animals are also useful to help with the heavy farm work in field. Dog guards our houses, sheep give us wool. Children, what we get from the animals? We get milk, meat, egg and several many other things we are getting from the animals. Some animals are useful for carrying burden also and drawing cart also. Domestic animals are also used to help with the heavy from work in the field. When for working in the field also it helpful for us carrying burdens, and afterward it gives milk, meat, eggs and several things it gives. Domestic animals are also used to help with the heavy farm work in the field. Dog, what happened? Dog guards our house and sheep uses wool. Like this, all animals are useful to us in one or other ways. Now, do you know, even An excreta of domestic animal is of use to human being. See, excreta means what? The waste product from our body. Like domestic animals waste product also very useful for the human body. Second point, the dung of cattle is made into dung cake. They are combustible. They are used in some places as a fuel. The cow dung, you know Nadia, that the cow dung they are keeping in a sunlight to dry nicely afterward, because this is combustible, and from that it is useful for making fuel also. A combustible gas called gobar gas is also obtained from dung. That too is used as a fuel. This gobar gas is useful for making fuel also. Okay, manures made from cattle dung and sheep pellets are good for plants. Farmers use them for growing crops. As cow dung, cattle dung and cow dung are useful for is excreta is useful for making manures. Okay, whatever the waste product comes out from the cattle dung and sheep, cow, etc. They are dried, and afterward that it makes a fertilizer for the plants to grow. Okay, children. Now see the pictures given here, how the animals are useful for the human being to carry loads, and afterward the dogs also. Here also you can see the dog guards our houses, and how the pet animals are playing with these boys and girls. Okay, like this animals are our best friend. They are very useful for us. Okay, children, till here we finished our lesson. Thank you. Tomorrow we will start with the continuation of the same lesson. Read the lesson nicely and tries to understand. Okay, children, thank you.